Time-sensitive, urgent news just came out about Shiba Inu, so if you have any interest in Shiba Inu or you hold any SHIB tokens, then you can't afford to miss this video. So what is the latest Shiba Inu coin news? And how will all of this affect the value of Shiba Inu? In today's video, I will be answering these questions, and I'm going to be telling you all of the price-boosting information that has just come out about Shiba Inu. I have put a lot of research into this video, so make sure you watch until the end to not miss out on any information. Also, just before we go any further, this channel has a daily giveaway of 1 million Shiba tokens. To enter, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, like this video, and comment hashtag Shiba Inu. Good luck! But before we get to our topic, let's take a look at the chart and see what the price of Shiba is doing on the 20th of May, shall we? Shiba Inu's price today is around 1431 units. SHIB's price is up 30% in the last 24 hours, with a 24-hour trading volume of $190 million. The token also currently has a market cap of over $8.4 billion, ranking it as the 19th most valuable cryptocurrency. Please keep in mind these prices might have changed by the time you watch this video. This content is not financial advice. Now let's get into today's video. Unknown whale liquidates. Billions of Shiba Inu on Bybit. Over 10.76 billion Shiba Inu tokens, collectively worth about $153,000, made their way to Bybit earlier today courtesy of a large and mostly inactive wallet. Though the address has seen limited movement over the past year, it carried out this transfer in two parts, one major involving 10.768 billion SHIB and one smaller follow-up involving 15 million SHIB. In both cases, the tokens were directed to the same Bybit deposit address. Taking a look at the wallet's history, this is the first major SHIB transaction in nearly a year. The last one occurred when 0.6 billion SHIB were sent to KuCoin. Shortly before that, it received substantial SHIB inflows from Binance hot wallets, including transactions of 12 billion, 178 million, and 198 million SHIB. But since then, activity on the address has been quiet, until today. Around the time of the transfer, the price of the meme coin was trading at around 1419 units, having cooled off recently after reaching local highs. Based on the current chart, a SHIB is sitting above its 50-day moving average, with the price consolidating just below the resistance level of 1700 units. Given this context, timing of the whale's move suggests either taking advantage of past gains or preparing to exit a long-held position. There's not much in the wallet anymore. With a total value of just over $213, its balance now includes small amounts of Ethereum, BNB, and a few smaller tokens. Therefore, the SHIB transfer was likely a complete exit rather than a rebalancing. If you are still watching, it would be massively appreciated if you could go ahead and smash the like button. It costs nothing and really helps support the channel. But keep watching to find out the latest Shiba Inu updates and what the future could hold for the Shiba Inu coin. 1 trillion SHIB tokens bought. How will prices react? After a period of net seller dominance, Shiba Inu buyers are back in the market. Since then, both whales and retailers are currently in accumulation mode. For starters, whales have returned to the market after briefly disappearing. Just 4 days ago, whale capital inflow had dropped to 163 billion SHIB tokens, raising concerns that they were exiting. However, accumulation has resumed, signaling renewed interest in the meme coin. SHIB whales resume accumulation. In the past 24 hours, Shiba Inu whales have accumulated 1.04 trillion SHIB tokens, signaling a shift in market sentiment among large holders. This surge in capital inflow suggests that whales now see the market as favorable for taking positions. Looking at net flow data, most whales are currently buying the meme coin. Large holders recorded an outflow of 778 billion SHIB over the past day, resulting in a positive capital inflow of 266 billion shishi. A positive capital inflow indicates that demand is currently outpacing outflow, with whales primarily accumulating as SHIB. Their growing interest reflects increasing confidence in the meme coin, signaling bullish sentiment. Beyond whale activity, accumulation is widespread across market participants. In the spot market, buyers are in control, purchasing 338.28 billion SHIB, while sellers have offloaded 326 billion. This positive order imbalance suggests that buying pressure is outweighing selling activity. This market behavior is further confirmed by a positive exchange net flow. As per CryptoQuant data, Shiba Inu exchange net flow has recorded a negative value for 2 consecutive days. Over this period, the total net flow has reached 123 billion, signaling a massive exchange outflow. Inasmuch, more than 372 billion SHIB tokens have left exchanges, reflecting strong accumulation. This accumulation among whales and retail traders has seen the meme coin's scarcity surge, with the stock-to-flow ratio reaching 2.2k. With increased exchange outflow, Shiba Inu has now become more scarce, with less of the meme coin available to sell. Historically, a higher scarcity while demand rises or remains constant, prices follow suit. In the laws of supply and demand, these conditions position Shiba Inu for more gains on its price charts. What's next for SHIB? As expected, the rising accumulation has had a positive impact on the meme coin's price charts. Inasmuch, after dropping to a low of 1388 units, the meme coin has recovered to hit 1492 units. Although slight gains, it suggests a shift in investor behavior towards more accumulation could result in meme coin's significant recovery and gains. Therefore, if the trend continues as market participants turn to accumulation, we could see SHIB reclaim 1580 units in the short term. A move above this resistance will see Shiba Inu jump to 1700 units. Conversely, if sellers return to the market, the meme coin will pull back to 1380 units. Now it's time for the main story of today's video. 137% Shiba Inu surge in 24 hours. What's happening? With a 137% increase in just one day, Shiba Inu is seeing a huge spike in large transaction activity, which is bringing the meme coin back into the spotlight. Whale activity has increased significantly enough to suggest a potential market shift, even though price action has not reflected this jump with the same vigor. Technically speaking, despite SHIB's efforts to consolidate close to its local highs, the volume profile shows declining activity. This discrepancy, which shows a lower volume and a persistently rising price, frequently indicates buyer exhaustion or the beginning of a reversal. Given the high percentage of large holders and the comparatively small order book, SHIB may see significant price swings in either direction based on how whales play it next. With in-the-money metrics and net network growth flashing red, on-chain signals are still primarily bearish. Retail interest appears to be stagnating, and the number of Telegram users decreasing. The $36.78 million trading volume of SHIB, however, indicates that liquidity is present, and that any sudden catalyst, whether favorable or unfavorable, could quickly cause volatility. Even with its meme coin origins, SHIB still has a cult-like following and a huge $8.76 billion market capitalization. But this is a make-or-break area based on the available data. Resurgent volume and a bounce off the 100 EMA could cause SHIB to retest 1,600 units. On the other hand, if important support is not maintained and the transaction momentum keeps dropping, it could fall back to 1,200 units, or even 1,130 units. Keep an eye on the 26 EMA. If it folds, the current rally may end quickly.